this video took a turn. When was the last time you touched nature? I don't mean when was the last time you were in nature. When was the last time you actually touched nature? This is something that most people just don't have the time for or even access to. If we live in an apartment in a city working a 9-to-5, it can seem quite impossible to do.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, jump. I bet most of you can't remember the last time that you swam in a lake, sat under a tree, or even walked barefoot on grass. So why is coming into direct physical contact with nature so important? Well,
Okay, hold up. Hi, editing Chris here from the future. Yes, this is what I look like when I edit. I know it's not pretty. And this is the point where this video takes a bit of a turn. Because I was going to tell you all about the great benefits of grounding or earthing. But then during my research, I found out that it's all pseudoscience and that I fell for it. For years, and I'm talking a decade, I have believed in this. And once I found out that it was just a marketing scheme to sell products, it's so obvious. Anyway, here's what I've learned. First, the science. Typically, the Earth's atmosphere is positively charged, while the surface of the Earth is negatively charged. Lightning is a discharge of electricity which helps maintain a balance between Earth and atmosphere. So this is all legit, okay? The theory is that since the invention of rubber-soled shoes, we're no longer connected to or touching the Earth. So now we're only coming in contact with the atmosphere, which means we're building up static electricity from the atmosphere that can't be discharged. Seriously, this is giving Thetan vibes. How did I not realize this before? By grounding or earthing ourselves by touching grass, walking barefoot, or swimming in a lake, we are achieving electrical balance, and that helps us feel better.
some practitioners even claim that it can help with chronic inflammation, arthritis, cancer, and even depression and autism. But that's where this goes from just being a silly little marketing campaign to something actually dangerous. All right, here we go. Jump!
While I was rereading this book for this video, I became curious about any actual studies done on this topic. One quick Google search later, I learned that there's only really one study out there, and it was funded by the CEO of a company that sells grounding products. The author of this book references another book on earthing called Earthing. And when I went to check their website to see which study they used for their book, what was the first thing I saw? Products to ground yourself at home. And if that's still not enough to convince you that this is just a way to promote their products, I found their YouTube channel. And before the 2 documentaries and all the videos with testimonials of how great grounding is, there was this: products to ground yourself. It's just proof that it was never about the message. It was always product first.
But then why do I still feel good when I'm out here in nature? If it's not restoring the electrical balance, then what is it? I never knew about the products until this video. I've heard about tree huggers, and then reading about the science just kind of made me believe it. Just go into nature and really feel it. That was my takeaway back then when I first read about it.
And that's what I did. Now that I've been thinking about it more, I've realized that what I've actually been doing was meditating. Removing myself from stress and actually giving myself a moment to breathe. I'm lucky that I have forests and lakes all around me here in Finland. So when I feel stressed or anxious, I escape to out here and yeah, I ground myself. Usually I place my hand on a tree, close my eyes, and breathe. And it relaxes me.
But of course it does. I've slowed down. I've removed myself from my stressors, and I've literally taken a moment to breathe. And that's why it feels so good. Not because I'm rebalancing my electrons, but because I'm out exercising in the sun, not today maybe, and focusing on my breath. All things that have been scientifically proven to help with stress.
So it doesn't matter where you slow down. As long as you take a moment every day, it can be alone or with friends, out in the forest, the beach, a park, or just at home. Sitting on the floor, listening to some music, and just taking a moment for yourself. These grounding products are sadly just so emblematic of our society. Even if grounding was scientifically proven to work, the monetization of it just seems so disingenuous. Obviously, it's just easier to plug in a bedsheet that grounds you and think that's all you need to do. But you can't talk about being more like our ancestors who had a close connection to Earth and then turn around and sell us products that take us further away from being with nature.
There are so many more benefits you get from being outside, taking a moment for yourself and actively relaxing. Nothing that a blanket plugged into a wall can give you. And the thing is, we all have time for it. As a start, just give yourself 5 minutes every day, away from doom scrolling your video games or the 100th rewatch of The Office, and just go touch some grass, respectfully. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Peace.
Some